Hi everybody, good morning. I'm doing DroidPhish today. It will be retired today at night. Basically, this is related to Android forensic. Last night, most employees' mobile devices were compromised, putting them at significant risk of leading personal and private information. We require your expertise in digital forensics to help investigate this breach. They give us drop fish zip folder. As you know, if you do forensic, you hack the blue is how you I have the file. We unzip it. Okay, you can type your password, extract the folder, give us druth.dd. Now we'll practice this room in both my Linux machine. This is the Linux machine, and then we do it also in the virtual machine. um, this is my virtual machine. I already have that's why I play sometimes with Sherlocks. So I have the where is the room? Did I delete it? What happened? uh, DroidPhish.dd, where is it? Artifact .fish, this is the file. So I copy it also to my computer, because .dd mean you can use if you have access data ftk imager, you can do that. So you can just mount a file. So mount that image. It's in desktop. What do we name we said? That's the DroidPhish. I can open it. Oh, it's taking long. We'll come back to this. Also, we can use a Linux system for this. We have this. I have that droid folder is empty, so just create a folder where to mount. So if I do sudo mount, for example, is droid.dd, and then mount it in droid. The first thing, okay, it asks for your password, and then you get this error. We'll come back to this error now. In Windows, and you click mount in Windows. Now we have the mount there. Then we come back. We can counter to our files. This is my directory. Let's open another. Hey, Windows. Just leave that one. We did it later on. Let's. Where is the? Yeah, wait. Windows only play with me. Uh, let's. We can go to this PC. You can see the mount. It appear now. You can do. I don't like because when it's easy to mount it, just mount it. Then click in there, so you can see that there. We can have root folder. We have the Android, and we have the data. Basically, that's what we need. All file operation have been completed. What of operation? And then we have all this. If all these folders. Uh, How to select them like Windows, like Linux? Okay, let's go first to Linux system. We have this strange error. It said you wrong FS type bed option. No, 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 we don't do that. I forgot. Sudo mount minus O in loop. Huh? It did without error. When I was doing it before, it was with error. Let me confirm. I don't want to sudo mount. Droid. Uh, but suddenly now it start working. One before doesn't work. Let me remove the droid things because it's like what let's go back. Something is not right because when I did before it was giving me all these errors. Hack the blue. Oh, let's wait for it to extract first. Maybe that's why it. Okay, let's wait for it to extract. As I said, we can use image, so we can do this way of extracting. So we have all these folder. One or most of them is you have the app. You have, for example, media. We can see here media. User first user is always 0. For example, if I said download, and then we can see, for example, there was a download file. I will create another tab. Move, maximize, operation finish. We come back to you there. What's this one? New folder, no, cancel. Leave this one. Sometimes me and Windows, we are not too much friends. What's this? So let's go back to my fish things. So this is the folder just to save stuff that I need. So for example, here you can see we got something. We can got the booking dot. So we can see the user download something. You just keep it, paste it there, like what we found. Now we have this. Let's go back now to sudo minus mount minus o in loop. What we call it, droid.dd, and in the folder droid is mounting fine now for some reason. Before it doesn't want to mount. So okay, it's xt4 volume name. It said, for example, need journal recovery, large file. We can do, if you want to solve that little problem, we can unmount it, and then we can just do sudo fsk.xt4 and then minus u and minus y, and then we can say if you want to remove that error, we can, oh, what the hell. If I go back now to that file command, that error it appears gone. Now we can mount safely. I know sometimes now it mount, so if it mount I can go to my folder. I can see the same things we got there, so we can go to cd there. That's what we saw in the Windows machine. So we can go to Android, and then we have system canon. For us is the data, which the file we're looking for. So let's make it bigger. So this is the what our investigation will happen. This is a Linux machine, and that's the same things we got it in Windows machine. If you go to data, we only got the download file, so we can, the same folders we have there, we have them here in Windows, in case you're working in Windows machine. Now let's start first part of the question. The first question said to provide the last boot time of the device in UTC format. Now where we get this information from? Let's go to Windows machine. This you get it in the most all the information as in the data misc. Where is that misc things? Misc. The next one is let me search for font. The text is bit smaller. Font setting. Not font setting. Sorry guys, Windows is not my font. Make text size bigger. Sorry. Apply. I need to wait. Okay, we can wait for you later on, or we can come back here so you can do cmsk ls. We can do, we say cd mask boot. Where's that folder? Boot start. Boot start. If we go there, we can find a couple of files there. Now we can come back to our Windows machines. Um, Boot start, and then we can see the file, this one, last boot time uct. Usually if you get property you can find it. It's 24 November at remember, this is my time machine. It's as a time, so I need to add what's this, 2 o'clock. This is not modified, created, accessed, last boot time. So the last one is this one, Sunday, but the timing for uct is the needs 14, so it will be, what's the correct answer again? 12 minus 2 for me myself, because that one is my machine. So mine 519, what we found there? Yeah, 519. You just minus 2 to get my uct. Or we can go to our friend Linux system here. We can say start, what's the name of the file again? Last and then you can see that because that's my time, 2 hours, that's the difference. So basically now his is uct time, so you know it's no confusing, 12. So I need to minus that 2 hours. So minus 2 hours to get UTC time. So this is 2 o'clock, so minus 2, it's 12. 12 5 6, that's the last one. So we know the last boot time, so we have that time correctly, 14 there. So we have 14 2 o'clock, so 12 5 19, or you are in your Windows machine, is the same things. Now the next question said to you is, the user was exposed to a phishing attack. Provide the name of the main app used in the attack. And then the apps, if you come to my Linux system, no, this one. Let me open another tab. See, easy to open tabs here. So if I go there, I cannot grab, I go to there, data. We can go to data, no, not data, data, the apps, and you can see the app here, Android, and then Android Trade. So you can guess which one is a Proton Mail. So you can see um, Proton Mail. So the app is a Proton Mail. So it's part of that one. So Proton Mail. So the app name. Then said provide the title of the phishing. Now because we go into the phishing, you can play in Windows if you want. You can go to data. The where the data get put for the data, we data. So inside that data folder, you look for that Proton Mail. We're looking for databases, and then we have the database. Most interesting is DB, this 3.1. If you want to copy them as your artifact, for example, there, and then we can use DB browser. If you're doing forensic in uh, preferences, make text bigger, font size. So you can file open, for example, open database. I can go to my phishing, it's all files, open deep. It's good to have them together there. Now we have what, browse data. Most one we're interested for example, is the messages one. So attachment, body, message entity, that's the one first that give you the information about the messages. um, you can start reading. For example, get started with the proton mail. So that's the first time we get email confirm render your pin wherever. Now some Arabic تأكيد عنوان بريدك الإلكتروني. تأكيد عنوان بريدك الإلكتروني. Confirm your email address. Confirm. So this is look digital radio pin render pin. But this is the last one that interesting. So celebrating 3 years of success. Dash thank you. If you want to answer, just copy straight, don't type it. If you do mistakes, how we know it's the email from cu-ie sircop.slr cuie filter something. What's this? External ID, all this proton email stuff. This is Randy at proton Randy dash m dash ma2 proton.m. That's the name of the person of this phone, the email. We have the subject. Now, is it because the email encryption? Because if you go to the body of the email, body entity, you can see that email of CO, the body is encrypted, so we can't really read it to say is it how no reply to here where you can say maybe it's really is a phishing email, because the reply is slrx thgp at gmail. You can see how gmail was written, so you can say high chances this is the phishing email. Also we can check out sorry, not you where is it? There we can go to where we say we get it in data, inside data. Let's put this one down. Where we say we go to find the data com proton mail. Oh, Linux is doesn't want. Let me do this quickly so we don't need to come back every time to this. Situation. Let's go back now. We can access now where we say we go to database. We can go this online if you want to use SQLite view, if you don't install it in your computer. So we can just, for example, I go there, I'm on testing DB, I screw it there and put it there, and then we can see the same thing. So we go to message attachment body mail citizen message entity, and then we can get the last one, of course, that's celebrating 3 years thingy. How to make this one bigger? So you can see it's the reply. The reply can give you the hint. It's a phishing email because you can see how they spell Gmail. So let's not go too much confused in this part. Let's continue. So we got this. The next one, provide the time and city when the phishing email was received. Now this is where things start to be problematic, because if I go now to this email, it gives you the time. Where's the time? This one, the time. If you copy this and you think it's the email because that's the time for it, if I go to CyberChef and just put it there, it's Sunday, November 2024 at 17:04:40 CT. Ironically, the correct answer has a 2-second delay, extra second, and I don't know why. Because this table received the emails, The question it say provide the time in your city when the phishing email was received. So I'm not sure which table we're supposed to look at, because this image entity, so if I go to uh, attachment has 00 message body entity, but it doesn't have a time because the time is that side. So the question is why that 2 second is different. I can't tell you exactly what is this what exactly what is this messages now. Messages. So we have body entity, we have the message entity, we got it, but the time is not. Label entity. What is label entity? This one, no. So I'm not sure, to be honest, why, because the time suppose in SQL said is 150440. The correct answer is 42. I don't really know. To be honest, which artifact you need to look for, not you, uh, because Google Android data spot event. Which one is this? You have the DB email. Let's try that one. Let's refresh this one to remove database. What's that for? Not you. What this database is for? No, it doesn't have. So I'm not sure, to be honest, because I thought that that's the DB email. So which the proc mail Android. So I don't know the other one that has some kind of information. And it's come Android vendor or something. I don't know what they call that database. Android vendor in RV. Android com Android R Android sys vendoring. Is this one is also important database, so it has a couple of things, but I don't think this one will record emails. So asset model engage, we can come back to this frosting also for installing softwares. uh, User language, task manager, work, scheduler. I don't think this cache, conta cubes, conta auto background, fetch suggestion group, install queue, things like that. But I don't know exactly what that the time. Maybe we come back to this story later on. Let's see first one. Then provide the download URL of the militia application. Download also, we can get a download. There is a download folder in let me show you in this folder. Where is it? Why I always come back here? uh, if you go to data, but we're going to com android provider, provider, the provider download, providers downloads, database. We can get a download this one too. We can see download folder has two, which what we got now, because we already got them. You can see vending Google Android, no, not that one. There's something here. Let's see. Van Android package archive, and this one that we already got the information, booking.apk, so we can know it was downloaded. But for us, we are more interested in, let's go to Windows, play around a little bit in Windows. So the timing, I don't know. We'll come back to, let's close this database. We can go to another one is the one for the download, for the download histories, like the browser histories. We go to data. I'm looking for because he will download using the Chrome, Chrome, and you go to app Chrome default. And look for the history. This is the cookie, the history. Okay, let's copy it there to our artifact so we can like proper investigation. So we have the history file there. So for example, open, not import, open database. This okay, the old file. We can open the history file here. And you can see that's what was downloaded. So we have storage emulated download booking.apk. So we got the same information. We have start time, ironically. So let's see. So what exactly the question was? No, this is the question is about where they got it from. And that's the URL, the tab URL. So you can see the URL from. You can see the URL here. It's http provincial consecutive lbs dash boots dot whatever booking. So that's the URL from what we got it. / booking.apk. So we got the URL. The next question is provide the SHA hash. Now the SHA you can just the militia application you can because we already got it. Did we copy it? What's going on? I didn't copy it. Where did you find it before? Let's copy it. Now we can do SHA 256. No, not SHA 256. Some. No, SHA 256. Some. It's in the data. No, data. We got media. No, not you. Android data. We found it in the media. 0. Download. And you got the shot, so it's AF08, AE2, so we got there. Of course, if you go to file source and you put there, you can find the detail about this thing. So it's malicious. They tell you is it's an APK, and they give you the package name already. The answer com hostel.mont. They tell you permission, all the data. If you go, for example, a relation. It's also this is the IP, and then you go to behavior, and even here you can get the last question. But the C2 server, where are you? Yeah, the C2 server need to reach in base 64. So basically from VirusTotal you can get most of the answer. You can get this, you can get even this one. But let's assume you're not going. So the question is either provide the package name or the militia application. So if you go there, you can see they already gave us the package name in a detailed part of it. So you can see it's there. But the question is, how about if you don't know? So why is not zooming? So you can see the name is there. But now let's assume we don't know. So let's let's do this. Let's copy that thing to this ls. So we have now our booking APK. So what we can do with this APK, two things. So which, if you have that Android, what do they call it, that things, Android asset package tool, Android asset package tool, they have a ap2. Let's try ap2, normal one, in case we can do dump the dump um, budget, and then we can see that the booking things, you see, it give me all this information. If you scroll that up, for example, there, you can see this command. If you want to, it tell you exactly the name of the package name. You can see it's comhostel.mont version section, wherever. It give you the permission, all the permission that it has. It's not what the answer to the question. There are too many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh, uh, booking application icon, to give launchable activity. This is very strange, so we'll figure out later on why this funny name later on. um, uh, then what the languages, or what we can do also, we can use that 7-zip, or we can do the Android apk tool and then extract it. Now we can see new folders appear, is that booking things, so we can go to cd. Now we can just ls, not ls booking, that's the new folder was created. No, not you, ls booking. So we have original, and then we have that. Now we can read this file, so we can do vim booking, like apktool yaml. No, this one doesn't have too much information. Booking.apk. Now we can go to the next one, the Android manifest file, and here we can, I was here in the morning, so here we can get the name also. That's the name of the app, com hostel mount, and all this whatever permission, and what's this funny message, Android name, Android's name, add manager, wherever, or plus WhatsApp, and then we can say the hostel is the name of it. Let's go to the bottom, provider, and of course the most interesting later on is the other um, not original, that's many things that we put the app with the code on it. For example, go to hostel, and this is why, and you can see that we talked about this one before. If you go to that little things, hostel GY, then you have this all of this. In any case, we'll come back to this, we'll talk about this later on. Let's first, so we know you can get the answer from this if you want, because it's an easy room, you're not supposed to do too many fancy stuff. Then he said provide, oh, but before we do that, also, if you go to, no, I don't know why you go there. If you go back to, remember we went to database, you can go to, because it's an app, you can go to data, and you go to app, and you can find this app that we got it now, that hostel, that's the app. This is the hostel app. Now the next question said, this is the apps. It said provide the installation timestamp for the malicious application in UTC. Again, here you get another confusing things, because a normal Android, if you go to Android, let's forget about Windows for a moment. Android will put the stuff and the data, and you can see the file and the system. And if you go under system, um, uh, Why my screen not too small? How to do preference? Where is the font? Is Control Plus can work here? Oh, it work. Control Plus. Okay. Now it's big. I can't see. Data system, and you look for packages.xml. This is package list. Basically, this one just give you open text editor. This one just give you the name, and you can look for at the end. You can see the uh, where's this hostile things? Control F host. That's hostile app. But if you go to the next folder is packages.xml. This is the one that's supposed to give you the information for the app. So if I search for Control F hostile. Now you get the app now, the hostile app, and you can see the name of the app. So uh, if you go ft is first install. This one is clearly it's an hexadecimal, so I can just come here and say echo dollar dollar and put no, dollar dollar and put 0x, because look, it's an hex value. Not you paste. Then we can get a normal, it's a millisecond. This one, if you get confused, you can just divide by 1000, or you just go to this one and you can just put there, and it tell you Sunday 24 November 2024 5:14:19 installation. Now if you go to correct answer, it's say 5:14:34. So now why where is what's the problem here? um, 5:14:19 supposed to be first installation. Now something you should notice now, if I do this, if I take the other time first, the update time, if I take the update time and then I go to convert it from decimal as I did there, uh, and here we can divide it by 1000, or we can just do I forgot how to do it in command line. I think it's date minus d at, because it divide in thousand, because it's millisecond. I think it's this way. Let's see if it does work. Look, for example, he said because I need to remove 2 hours because the time is not UCT. So it'd be 1434, which is correct answer for hack the box. Mine's 2 hours, 1434, and then 15 because my time is not UCT. So mine's 2 hours, so it'd be 17, 18, 19. That's 2 hours minus between my UCT and time, and you can see the time is correct. So he's accepting the other time, is accepting this is the first install ET, I think is modification, and I forgot what's this one. Now another thing to go to, let's go to Windows in case some people have a Windows machine. Let's close this database. We can go to another interesting file. We talk about it. Is it's in data. It's in data, and then we go to com Android vending. Com, and here's look easy to watch. V, where is the V? Com Android. Why is no vending? Vending. TV vending. And then we're more interested in, there's another database that record installation called FrostingDB. This one. So let's copy this one, put in our forensic artifact that we found. Why is not pasting? Copy, paste. And if I go to SQLite and file, open database and get that frosty things, and then if I go to frosting and then remember the name host, that's how our hostel app. Look for this timing now. If I take this timing 17, let's copy this timing and let's go to, for example, this one. I just paste it there. Look at the time now, it's quite 24 15 14 34, which is the correct answer. 15 34. The frosty database, we can also get it there, so we can go not you not, it's under data com Android vending p Android stealth Android Android vending, and you get the database. It's under frosting. It's also record installation and things like that. Frosting, f a p c d e f frosting. So let's put that one, frosting database. And same things, you can go to frosting. I think it's on the last one. You can see your hostel, and that's the time. So I'm not sure the room creator, they want us to use this frosting database at the time, but my understanding is the installation should be, this is the time of it. So that's my point of view. Now the next question is a bit interesting. Tell you is identify the C2I, no, not you. Provide the number of runtime permission granted to the malicious application. Remember the question said runtime permission. So if I go now to the text, if I scroll down here, you can see there's some permission here, but if you count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 wrong answer. But if you go back to the question is talking about runtime permission. Runtime permission will be data. It should be in the system. Where you letter S, system, and then you go and system users, because users 0, and then runtime permission. This is the runtime permission. Let's open to the text file, so we don't, and then here runtime permission, then we can look for our application, which is hostel, the month, we know the name of the application. And if you can count now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 permission, which is the correct answer. Now the question is identify the C2 IP address and port that malicious application was programmed to connect to. Now here, this is the trick part. You can, because in easy room you expect it, the answer is from just follow a hack, this one, because report, and this is a community where someone, what it said, maybe we can read report or something there. You can read behavior, and the behavior tell you it's a base 64, and we have a decode. It give you the port and the, if you want to look for it, where is it, because it's an easy room, is not supposed to confuse it. Remember we went to, we already have it decompress this application, it's somewhere, and we said that smelly things is where the code is in that com. Now we have too many things where we're supposed to look for. I forgot where I found it, but because remember it tells us is a base 64, we can just copy this, go to no, let's just echo what I'm doing. Let's be lazy. We can just, if I want to search for it, I just want to see where in the file this thing is. So grep, for example, this character, let's look for this character from anything. Minus R. You see, he found in this file. Let's look for it. But this long string, and you can see now if you go to the code, it said we have this another base 64 there. So if I go to there and just say there, and we can find that IP. Of course, it's not the way usually, because a room is easy. You're supposed to look for in virtual things so it doesn't complicate things and give you the answer there. So it's not like do dynamic and read the code and run for it, but that's how it was. Like client port, you play with the keyword in grep, like client, host, port, search for them, things like that, and you can see the IP, and that's the code for this application, and you can see these long names and things like that. So the only issue we have in now to not getting really 100% is so we have the problem is timing. So we have issue with this one is because we can see it's not what first install give you this one, so it's not supposed to be that answer. So I'm not sure how to feel about this answer. The next question is provide the time you see when the phishing email was received. This also I have a problem with it because the database for the email doesn't show this value. So I'm not sure exactly why because a normal person, when you're looking for a time for an application, for example, you can just go to the to what's his name, you go to the proton mail, you go to whatever database, and you have the DB. It's supposed to give you the information there. So I'm not sure, to be honest, about that. So I think we got all of them. So we only have disagreement about this one, the timestamp when it was installed, and of course we have an issue with this. The tools, of course, if you like Windows, usually most hack the boxes like to play with them. Virtual machine for Windows, or of course you can run Linux if you want to play with the Linux directly. You can use SQLite in your computer also to have it, and if you don't want to be things clearer, you can go there. You have online hexadecimal if you don't use you want to use your command line. And epoch, you can use this website if you want to play with your post there, or just use this one because for millisecond or something, chef can detect him quicker. I hope I was able to explain it. If you guys have question, please let me know. Please like and share and subscribe. Thank you very much and have a good day.